There's really no denying that Secret Invasion has been an absolute disaster for Marvel. Another Disney Plus series that's despised by the fans, but this time the critics didn't like it either. And maybe worst of all, when it comes to what Disney wants, nobody watched it. It had the second lowest rating in terms of viewership of any of these Marvel Disney Plus series, could not even crack 1 million households in its premiere episode. And since the disastrous finale, when they took what was just a boring, stupid show and decided to completely damage more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the introduction of Gaia, the reveal of Rhodey being a Skrull since Captain America Civil War, things have just continued to get worse. And one person who is making all of this worse has been the director, undoubtedly. Especially when he came out there initially and said, you know what? I don't care about bad reviews. I don't care what the fans think. I'm not here to make stuff for them. I'm just here to make the stuff that Marvel wants me to make. I don't care whether you like it or not. The Secret Invasion director doesn't care if you like the show or not. And since that time, he's gone out, he's contradicted himself multiple times. He continues to put things out that Marvel probably doesn't want people to know, because every time he does, there's another headline about what a fuck up either he is or the Marvel Cinematic Universe is in general. And wouldn't you know it, we have another article from that same director, who is also the producer on the show, revealing something that happened behind the scenes that not a lot of people initially knew about. And actually, when he explains it in detail, people are really questioning what the fuck he's talking about, because the timelines just don't make sense. Why Secret Invasion's director quit the show, revealed by Marvel producer. He wasn't originally supposed to be the only one that was working on this show, but that's how it ended up, because again, there's chaos behind the scenes at Marvel. Why Secret Invasion's original director quit. Speaking on the Playlist Podcast Network, Secret Invasion director Ali Salim revealed why Thomas Bezuch, I don't know how to pronounce his name, was originally meant to helm half the series with him, departed the project before filming began. When asked how he ended up directing all 6 episodes, while most MCU series have multiple directors, Salim explained the original plan had Bazooka helm the first 3 episodes while he took on the latter half. Salim added how Bazooka departed the project due to scheduling constraints with Fargo Season 5 after the show was, quote, delayed a couple of times. Quote, and then he and I prepped for a while, but then we got into probably scheduling constraints for him or something, because I think the show got delayed a couple times, and he had to depart he worked on Fargo, this season of Fargo, so he had to depart for that. You know, it's one thing that's understandable. You got prior commitments, you got things like this, contractual obligations, that makes sense. There is a little bit of a problem with that story, though, and the timeline. For context, Secret Invasion started filming September of 2021, months before Fargo Season 5's renewal was even announced in early 2022, which raises more questions about Bazooka's alleged scheduling conflict. Now, of course, just because something doesn't start filming to a certain date doesn't mean that you're not dedicating time to pre-production and planning and all that stuff. Absolutely. But you're talking about Secret Invasion started filming before the renewal was even officially announced for that season of Fargo. Something doesn't quite add up. It's almost like this guy saw a fucking sinking ship and decided to bail out instead of go down with the thing. Interestingly enough, Samuel L. Jackson actually said that he met with both directors, but the day after he met with Bazooka, if that's how you say his name, he just bounced. He departed the project. There's another quote from the filmmaker. It was great for me. I think maybe a little ill-timed. His departure was ill-timed for Marvel, but I was part of the scramble to fill those episodes. But I think ultimately, like I said, it worked out well for me, and I think it worked out well for the actors. No complaints from Marvel, so I think they're happy having one director tell the whole story. You know, there's a lot of complaints from the fans. I think that's really where we should be concerned, because quite frankly, the fans, even the critics, did not like what got put out. They thought it was an absolute fucking dumpster fire. Now, whether that would have been any different with somebody else, taking half of these duties, I'm not sure. In principle, I would be okay with people directing the entirety of these seasons, because then it would have the same feel, the same consistency, the same message. But this series was not well done. It was extremely poorly done. It was a terrible fucking series from start to finish, and it ended up doing so much damage, even to things that we've seen that we remembered fondly from the MCU. Secret Invasion wants to rip that out as well, with the stupid reveal that Don Cheadle's Rhodey has been a Skrull since Captain America Civil War. Once again, it's been this director, Ali Salim, opening his mouth and making that known to everybody. And when you look through some of the comments, on the tweets about this or on the posts that they've made, most people say, yeah, this guy probably bounced. He probably got out while he could. Good decision. Marvel's dead, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of the sentiment that a lot of people feel because those timelines certainly don't seem to add up. It's not exactly a surprise that things are chaotic as fuck behind the scenes for Marvel. We've heard that over the past couple years, and now we're getting a little more information about why one of the people who's originally supposed to do this project with the director and producer ended up bailing. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.